What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on season 3 of the Flash in general, and also the Flash Rebirth comic book. So we've had some major news in the last week. The Flash have casted a major recurring character for season 3. His description goes like this: Barry's slightly older, slightly geekier contemporary, a guy who is as smart as is intuitive. As such, the newcomer doesn't buy Barry's nice guy routine and sets out to learn what he's hiding, all while concealing some secrets of his own. Does this mean that this new character is going to be metahuman, or some kind of secret, like it's a speedster or something like that? Can't see him being a speedster, but it's pretty cool that this person will be concealing something. And also, they haven't said whether this character is the main villain of season 3, and also they've kind of led on that the villain for season 3 will not be a metahuman, which is pretty good, as we've had the Reverse Flash and Zoom, so we pretty much had the Flash's main villains from the comic books. If you are the fan of the comic books, you would already know this. So I'm hoping that the Rogues will be involved. I'm hoping it will be Minster Mirror or some kind of person from the Rogues. I mean, there's a handful of people. It could be quite a few different people. I'll do a different video on that, but this is just a general overview of what could happen. So make sure, spoiler alert, you've read the DC Rebirth First Edition and the DC Flash Rebirth new comic that came out this week. So we are introduced to a new speedster called Godspeed. So how he was formed was a Speed Force storm that shows up over Central City, and there are a dozen new speedsters. Barry Allen has to train them. One in particular becomes a killer called Godspeed. Some of the fans are getting a bit bored of this kind of speed to villains, but it is the Flash. If you read the comic books, we need to have speeds to villains throughout the book. Also, there's some non-metahuman kind of villains like Captain Cold, etc. So I think this Godspeed character would be a badass villain. Not yet, probably in 2-3 seasons, where I would love to see this Godspeed character in some shape or form. So anyway, let's break down the comic book. It kind of starts off the same way that the Flash did. There's some kind of scenario where his mother's being killed, he's seen everything, and Wally West is coming back from the Speed Force with Barry's help. Barry calls him and he comes out. So basically what's happening now, this is set after Infinite Crisis and Flashpoint. Wally West has been stuck in the Time Force, and he's the only person that knows of this new evil. So after Flashpoint, they've all lost some time in supposedly 10 years or so. They've lost all their memories, so they can't remember anything. Wally West has lost his partner. They keep referring to this letter that Bruce Wayne's dad gave to the Flash during the Flashpoint, and they both kind of think about it, and they both share notes and stuff and realise there's something not adding up. So the main Justice book, I think, is to actually set up the next book, the kind of whole series of this Flash Rebirth kind of comic book. And obviously I think the villain they're referring to is Godspeed, so I think it's going to be pretty cool, as if you see in the picture, and also if you've read the comic books, Godspeed says he will kill them all. But what's the most interesting thing about this Godspeed character is Barry Allen mentored him, trained him. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this develops. But don't confuse this with the Flash season 3. This is the Flash Rebirth comic book that I'm referring to. I'd like to add these to my videos, kind of comic book chat, as I do read the comic books. Haven't read it from the start, but I'm playing catch up, so it's quite interesting learning about them. So, what do you think about Godspeed? Do you think he's baddest character? Would you like to see him in season 3 of The Flash? Personally, I would love to see him, but not till a much later date, maybe season 6 or 7. I'm really surprised that he's actually in the Flash Rebirth. I know he was announced at some expo, I think it was WizzyCon maybe, something like that. But I was not expecting Godspeed to be here so soon. Some fans are not, the kind of Flashverse I've read, are not impressed that there's a new evil speedster within the book, whereas some fans are very excited about it. Like me, I'm very excited about Godspeed, as he seems a kind of much darker, eviler version of Zoom, but then again, he also seems a bit like Barry Allen in ways. But we don't really know anything about him, as the first comic book didn't really tell us much. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought, and also subscribe, so that helps my channel grow a lot. Anyway, I'll see you guys in another few days. Peace.